we're back again. What's up, everybody? It's Death the Mudkip. We're here to do another run through of Pokemon Blazing Emerald. This time, we're going to do something a little different, something a little more harder than normal. We're playing on hard mode, and we're going to be doing a shiny only run. As always, we need to pick our name, and when we play through these, we're always named Dolan. Don't ask why, it's just what we do. At this point, we find ourselves in the back of the moving truck because our mother decided to be safe for us to ride back there. Parent of the year, guys. Parent of the year. Alright, so we're going to start the adventure out as always. We're going to go upstairs and set our clock. At this point in time, I'm going to be choosing 1 a.m. because I was laying in bed when I had the bright idea to do another playthrough after I had just finished the game. But after finding out the shiny odds, I knew I had to. So, I'm going to go talk to my neighbors, and then I'm going to go find Birch. I'm going to go in his bag, and after about, 25 soft resets, I get myself a shiny Mudkip. So seeing as how quickly we found Mudkip, I thought to myself, okay, maybe this challenge is going to go by pretty quick, but I'm just not that lucky, I guess. Either way, there's our Mudkip. I'm pretty happy with it. We're going to give it a nickname. At first I was going to name it Death the Mudkip, then I realized that wouldn't fit, so we decided it's Pank. We're going with Pank. It's my Mudkip. I do what I want. As you can see, I've got Pank up in the top left corner there dancing because he's so happy to be here with you. He told me in confidence off screen that he appreciates you being here and he would very much like it if you hit the subscribe button. But you don't have to do it for me. Do it for Pank. So we catch up to May for our rival battle, and we realize she has an Eevee. Now, last playthrough she had an Eevee, and I had asked everybody if we wondered if she had always started with an Eevee or if that was her choice based on my starter. Now we know. Every time you play Blazing Emerald, at least the version I have downloaded, May starts with an Eevee. So I want to add a member to the team. I start grinding in the first patch of grass available outside of Odale Town. It's probably 30 minutes or so before I find a Zigzagoon, and I go and catch it. And I'm like, yes! Although I had a Zigzagoon last playthrough, I decided to name this one Tater Tot because she looks like a tater tot. She's so adorable. At this point, it was almost 3 in the morning, and then I fell asleep. And I forgot to save, because you still have to save when you're playing ROM hacks. And this was me the next morning when I woke up and realized that it was gone. The tater tot was gone. And maybe it was for the best. I mean, we did use Zigzagoon last run, but I'm gonna miss you, Tater Tot. The next day I start grinding, and eventually I come across a shiny Poochyena, and I'm like, okay, well, we haven't used one of these, at least not recently, so Lego. I think I was originally gonna name it Nugget, then I changed my mind, and I was like, he's golden like a biscuit. Yep, his name's Biscuit. Biscuit, dog, it's my Pokemon, don't question me! Now that I've got 2 team members, I'm ready to challenge the first gym. So at this point, I'm just gonna fly through Petalburg Woods. I'm gonna head all the way up to Rustboro City, and I'm gonna challenge Roxanne. And I've done a little bit of grinding, but on hard mode, you can only reach a certain level, which is 15 before the first gym badge. So you're limited on how many levels you can gain, so you can't just sweep through the game. It makes it a little more challenging, and I personally did enjoy it. Roxanne stood no chance, as Pink was super effective in multiple typings against her. And after we won the battle, Pank evolved into Marshtomp and learned Mud Shot, so that's pretty cute. From this point, we have to go rescue Old Man Briney's Pico from the douchebag at Team Aqua. Once we go and do that, we're going to be able to sail on over to Dewfort Town, where the next gym is. It's Blake's Dark-type gym. But we can't set sail to Dewfort until we go and stop by President Stone's office and collect a letter for his son, Stephen, and we have to get the Devlin Goods, which we're going to take to Captain Stern. But before we leave Rustboro, we need to fight May, and I've already picked up Cut Off Screen. I figured no one cared about seeing that. May wants to run these hands, and she has no idea what she's in for, as I am going to be the very best. After showing May the difference between liking contests and being a gym challenge participant, we head on over to the next town, Dewford. While we're in the Granite... Is it Granite Cave? I don't remember the name of the cave. Anyway, I found a shiny Abra, which I'm like, damn it. Alakazam's great and all, if I can even get it. But I was trying to get some of these Hawaiian forms. I wanted the shiny Dunsparce. After I saw it was electric type, that comes electric dragon in its second form, that's what I wanted. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I hunted here multiple times for a long time. And I wasn't even looking for a Pokemon. Abra just happened to stumble upon me, and I got really lucky, because if it had gotten away, I would not have wasted my time showing you this clip. Just like I wasted my time showing you I didn't get to keep Tater Tot. It's not about my pride, people, it's about the truth. I named Abra Kyle, and Kyle evolved into Kadabra, just like Biscuit evolved into Mightyena, and we were pretty much as far as we were going to get before we got our second gym badge, as we had hit the limit of levels we could grind. Once again, we joined Blake for a double battle, and we take on Team Magma in a 2v2 style fight. And surprise, surprise, we sweep them. Kyle does take one for the team, but this is what Poke Centers are for, and thank God this is not a hardcore Nuzlocke, or else I'd be down a Pokemon, that's for sure. I think I would already lost this was a hardcore Nuzlocke, but I'm not ready for that yet. Now, maybe in my next playthrough. Also, I'm not going to play through Blazing Emerald again. You guys are probably getting tired of seeing that. I think the next game I'm going to play is Pokemon Shiny Gold version, which is a ROM hack of Fire Red, but it's Gen 2 with Gen 3 graphics. Cards on the table, I'm like 100% a Johto fanboy. I know a lot of people dislike the Gen 2 games because they were just more of Gen 1 in a way, but that's where I really got good at Pokemon, and I love it. Although I do enjoy Mudkip as well. My channel is based around him. But hey, it's the best of both worlds. Gen 2 on Gen 3 graphics. Food for thought. Here you see we just beat down Wally and proved to his uncle he's not ready to take the gym challenge. Maybe later, buddy. After that, we go to the game corner because I found out you can buy a Link Trade Stone, which essentially is a stone that makes Pokemon who evolve by trade evolve. So we're going to boop Kyle with it real quick here and get ourselves an Alakazam. Damn, I haven't used an Alakazam since I did some glitch run-throughs on Gen 1. Oh boy, do I love to maliciously abuse those Gen 1 glitches. Another video maybe at another time. Right now we're focusing on the shiny run, and as you can see, Kyle's not going to learn Future Sight, and hey, our first final Evo, guys. Let's go wreck with him. Watson teases us by showing us that we can get a Dunsparce in the cave where we found Kyle. I didn't find a shiny Dunsparce, sadly, and oh my god, Magnezone? Oh, I've made a terrible mistake. We'll come back to that later. Anyway, from this point, we've got our badge, we head down to Vanderturf, we get the Strength Ancient, and then we bump into a Houndour. Another not wholly exclusive shiny, and another Dark type to my team. Oh, thank god I have Kyle, or else Fighting type would be my worst nightmare. Now, I will tell you this, I've never used a Houndour before, or a Houndoom, so this will be interesting at least. Not gonna lie, this is not going how I planned. I'm not complaining, but I was hoping for a bunch of super cool, awesome, rad Hawaiian exclusives, and Fakemon, who were all crispy and shiny. I mean, I haven't even grabbed the shiny charm yet, but so far, I'm not too thrilled. We make our way to the top of the volcano where we decide to take on Team Magma and beat the crap out of them because Archie's over here trying to expand the land. What realistically he wants to weight ground on, I know what he's up to. He's trying to expand the land to build more houses because he wants to be a real estate tycoon. He's going to make a monopoly, and I'm not going to let that happen. I already can't afford a house as is. I'm not going to let you get rich off my suffrage, you asshole. Heading down to the base of the volcano, Wally catches up again and he's like, "Hey there, big brother Chan, can we battle?" And I'm like, "Ugh, you're wasting my time." And he's like, "I'm not taking no for an answer, Nii-chan." So, we put our knee in his gut, he falls to the ground and pukes, and we take his lunch money. Then it's on to fight our not waifu, the best girl in Hoenn, Flannery. Despite her best efforts, she stood no chance against the Sparkle Squad. Yeah, that's what I'm calling the team, the Sparkle Squad, because they all ka-ching when you throw them out. After seizing victory, Pank hits level 35, which means after this conversation he's going to evolve into a Swampert, and look at that attractive beast. May gave us the go goggles and we headed into the desert, and completely without trying we bump into a green Trapinch, which, hey, you may be moldy, but you're shiny. We're going to take him. And now we got to name it. And I was listening to one of my playlists on YouTube at the time. One of my favorite bands is Coheed and Cambria, and I was like, you know what? I'm naming you Coheed because you're a badass mother. 4 badges in, and we've traveled back all the way to Petalburg where it's time to fight our dad. And, Dad's got normal types, so nothing's really super effective or super non-effective against him because we don't have any fighting types on our team. Not gonna lie, Papa's really given us the business here, and we actually do not win this time. I have not had a problem with any gym leader or trainer up until now, but, we are in hard mode, and it's time to actually start thinking I can't just muscle my way through everything like I used to. Not to worry though, second time's the charm. All I had to do was switch my team up a little bit and be a little more cautious with who I threw out, and we took care of it. So, while I'm doing this, maybe you should consider subscribing since I put the effort into actually winning. If not, that's okay too, but I'm gonna keep bugging you. Click the button! If not for me, please do it for Rayquaza. Alright, now that I'm done shamelessly begging for love, I'm gonna surf over to this cave. Wrong cave. I'm gonna surf over to this cave after this Floatzel gets off my screen. By the way, Floatzel in Gen 3, that's pretty cool. Anyway, as you can see, this cave's full of unknown. It's going to have one of those rune glyph puzzles that you see in Gen 2. The puzzles are not to unlock unknown, but to open the next chamber. After you open 3 or 4 chambers, you have access to the Shiny Stone, which is like the Shiny Charm. It essentially lures shinies to you. It cuts the odds in half again. You would think that'd make it easier to find better team members or Hawaiian exclusives, but you'd be wrong. I feel like this charm did nothing for me because after I got it, I'm telling you, the results felt the same. I searched and searched. I spent a lot of time off camera looking for a shiny Dunsparce. Never found it. Said screw it. Ran into Professor Birch and he shows me this thing which I think was the Emerald Sprite for Deoxys, but the meteorite here gives us Pokerus, which yay, we're definitely gonna need it since we're on hard mode, but whatevs. We end up going to the power plant underneath Mallville, or maybe it's called New Mallville. But anyway, we go to the power plant after Watson gives us a key and accidentally stumble across a Magnemite. I'm like, maybe the charm is working. But then, we don't find anything else for a super really long time. And let me go back to the, oh no, I made a mistake. I forgot Magnezone was in the game. So I never really go past the form of Magnemite, so I'm a little disappointed in myself. But whatever, not important. What is important is we're moving on to Fortree City and getting that 6th gym badge after we fight May again and make a stop at the Weather Center, because gotta get a cast form. Although now at the Weather Center, our Magnemite and our Flygon have evolved, so, yay, Bolt and Coheed have reached their, what I assume would be their final form. Coheed has, but, I totally screwed Bolt there. I'm sorry, forgive me. May shows up again with a poorly constructed team and shows us how much of a sad excuse for a rival she can be. No challenge whatsoever. And we're even on hard mode. Now granted, yes, she did just knock out Coheed, but, everyone gets lucky at least once, right? Even a blind squirrel finds a nut, you know what I'm saying? From that point, Scott Cock teases us again about the Battle Frontier, and we run into Steven, and Steven's like, hey, this Pokemon's invisible! I kind of wish they had done more. Maybe Kecleon had some beast-ass evolution where it had extra arms. I don't know. Either way, it's on to fight Winona. Why? I think her name's Winona. The gym leader of Fortree City? The Bird Lady! I think someday I'm going to do a playthrough where I only use a Kecleon as my starter, because, why not? I do have the program on my computer to edit standard ROMs. I've yet to figure out how to edit ROM hacks. So, I have made a randomized version of Leaf Green, and eventually you'll be getting that, but for now, I've got too many projects under my belt, along with playing through Shining Pearl. I'm trying to get the Pokedex done, but I may have fallen behind thanks to some glitches. I'm not gonna lie, I abused the out of that. And I'm also moving, and it probably sounds a little more echoey in this video because my studio has been taken down and, my walls are just so acoustic now. After getting the 6th gym badge, we head to Mount Pyre to find out that both the team leaders have collected the red and blue orb, which I always found weird they used the opposite color orb on the legendary Pokemon, but whatever, who needs aesthetics? No one's OCD. I'm not OCD, are you? Team Aqua Depot is a submarine that Captain Stern was working on, and we decide to challenge Liza and Tate at Moss Deep City because, we need that 7th gym badge, please. I don't know, I personally feel like double battles take longer, so I kind of hate it. I'd rather just mono and plow my way through things. When I was a kid, my whole process was, I don't give a shit what you throw out, I'm gonna earthquake it. And that's just kind of how I've always played Pokemon. I'm not the most strategic, but hey, who cares? Find Maxie and his top grunt at the space station, challenging Steven to a double battle with myself because he wants to steal Rocket Fuel to explode the volcano. This guy's a f***ing psycho for starters, and Steven, what are you doing, my guy? They are ground and fire type. Are you kidding me? I don't give a shit if your last name's Stone or not. Part of me thinks that Steven did this because he just wanted to see my shiny Swampert flex on him, but you know what? Right now, it's Cinder's turn to shine. Pank can wait. I feel like Team Aqua and Team Magma laid better groundwork for different teams than weren't all, I'm gonna rob your Pokemon and be an outlaw 50s criminal. But my god, do I hate them both so very much. I hated them the entire time. Their whole idea of expanding the land and expanding the sea, just a little too politically on the nose for me, but I get it. They were trying to influence a younger generation to take care of our planet. Okay, so after we beat Team Magma, we're gonna go heal our Pokemon because that's obviously important. We do it twice actually. Then we're gonna head over to Steven's house and he's gonna be like, hey, take the Dive HM. We use Dive to head over to the base where Archie's hanging out, found Kyogre sleeping. And this is where hard mode starts to kind of show itself. So the challenge itself isn't that hard, but consecutive battles with no time to heal and Pokemon that are actually higher level than me at this point, it comes down to, oh no, I'm having flashbacks to Pokemon Blue XD Deluxe. Never again. Anyway, we just barely hang on enough to beat Archie, and once we do, he awakens Kyogre, and then Kyogre runs away. Then Maxie shows up, and he's like, hey, what the hell are you doing? And now the world's in chaos, and somehow it's my job as an 11-year-old to fix that. Now we head to Sutopolis to see the 2 giant legendaries battling it out inside the water bowl of a city, I guess. And then Steven tells us, hey, I know someone who can stop this. And then we have to go find Wallace, and Wallace is like, I know someone who can stop this. We gotta go find Rayquaza. And then, we know what's in the Sky Pillar. Everyone's played Emerald. Shut up, you're lying if you haven't. We head to Pacific Log Town, and then right behind it to the right-hand side is the Sky Pillar. We bump into Wally at Pacific Log Town, though, and we decide to give him one good thrashing. Now, this battle is optional, but we're not going to not kick his ass. So, we kick Wally off the little platform into the ocean, and then we actually end up coming across a shiny tentacle, which, I used one last playthrough, or I'd put you on my team. We named him Squidward, and I wish I could keep him, but just, I can't. I won't. He's going in the box. After that, we get to the sky pillar where Wallace is waiting for us, and he's going to be like, "Oh, hey, I've opened it up. Get up there. Find the green magic lizard Slifer." After a quick run through the tower, we find Ray Quay Quay, and it totally dips. Also, am I having a flashback? Is that the exact same battle arena they used in Mystery Dungeon? For green? I don't know. Doesn't matter. The legendaries all disperse, and now it's time to fight Juan. And actually, we didn't fall through the ice once because we've done this puzzle one too many times. Once again, we start to really feel the pressure of hard mode as he starts to slowly punch my team in the face. I'm not gonna lie, this was probably the third or fourth time I took him on. It was tough, and holy shit. I wanted a Chrysalix. Why did I get a Chrysalix? So I have certain quirks when I play certain games. Whenever I'm in Hoenn, I always seem to forget about those ice caves, like where you catch Spiel and Snowrut and stuff. I don't know why, I just never go. Totally on me. We enter Victory Road, and Wally shows up for his final pounding, and we say, "Listen here. This time it's for keeps. If I beat you, you're going to the Shadow Realm." If I wasn't rushing to beat the game, I totally would remember to look around and try to figure out how to evolve my Magneton into Magnezone. But once again, I just plowed through it. I didn't care. I was tired, and it was late, and I was just like, I'm going to finish this shit, and then I'm going to take on the Elite Four, and then I'm going to go to bed. Oh yeah, I also spent a good probably day or so hunting for a shiny Emolga on Mount Pyre, and never found one. Didn't find anything shiny on Mount Pyre. After a while, I was just like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm leaving. First up is Phoebe, the ghost type user, and when you know, your boy's got 2 dark types with the Sparkle Squad, and Alakazam helps too. Anyway, we heal up after this battle, and then it's on to the next room, and I think it's the grass user. I can't remember her name, but she uses grass Pokemon. Yeah, that's right, it's the grass chick. You can see her when you go to find Shaman. She's looking for Shaman, but she never finds it. Anyway, she's a pretty quick sweep. We don't really start feeling struggles until the next room. The next room is where I start to kind of get pissed off. Next up on the roster to fight is Beatty, and let me tell you, this son of a bitch and his fairy type, he puts in the work. I think I fought Beatty a total of 6 times, give or take, before I finally beat his stupid ass. Now, even though it pissed me off and raised my blood pressure, I will say that Pokemon Blazing Emerald is definitely more fun on hard mode. In my opinion, games where you're over-leveled and can just sweep everything, yeah, they're a good way to kill time, but they're not always challenging or enjoyable. There's just something about changing up your moveset just right and beating them when you're under-leveled, because as you see, this is my level cap, guys. I'm 10 levels behind some of these Pokemon, and I'm still beating their ass. And as much as Beatty pissed me off, he was a walk in the park compared to our Dragon Cup Drake. Oh my god, this guy's as bad as Lance. Oh, it's like I got flashback to being 12, and having my ass handed to me by 3 Dragonites because I didn't train my team. At this point, we're going to change our movesets up just a little bit. We're going to heal our Pokemon, and we're going to make sure that we are in top fighting condition because even though dragons are weak to fairy and ice, they're still legendary in these books. Alright, last up on the battle roster here before the champion is our boy Drake. And what's Drake going to do? Drake's going to start out with a pseudo-legendary, a Dragonite. I immediately realize that I'm in danger. Pank and Coheed are my only defense against this asshole, and he's already got Pank in the red. And to add to it, he's got decent type coverage between 2 ground, 2 flying, and an electric type. He's really knowing how to work my business here. We whittle him down to a Salamence, and just another pseudo-legendary presses us into the wall, and we have to start all the way at the beginning. I'm going to skip the footage of that and just come back to him because, again, no one cares watching me beat it again. I want to say roughly I did maybe 17 to 20 attempts before I wouldn't even say this is a perfect run. This was just probably the most lucky run I could get out of them all. It just really came down to how I stacked my team and how I held out because some of his Pokemon were weaker to other moves. Kyle had such a strong special attack he was able to sweep at the end of his team there with just Psychics and Psybeams. And then there's Wallace. This is another 20-something runs before I finally figured out the best combo to beat him. It was very infuriating. And it might have been different if there wasn't such a huge level cap. If they would have let me kind of level up through the Elite Four, putting me in a level cap of 70, I probably wouldn't have had such a struggle with this. But he had about 10 to 13 levels ahead of me for every single Pokemon. And God, this Lapras, this goddamn Lapras. I fought it so many times. Paralysis luck was like everything. But hey, we finally beat him. May and Bird show up, they give me a high five, and then he takes me into the really awkward Hall of Fame. They put me in the Hall of Fame. There's all my Pokemons. I finished! Check out my next video. It's a hardcore Nuzlocke of Pokemon Shiny Gold. It's a ROM hack. If you made it this far into the video, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch and ask you to maybe consider subscribing. I mean, you did spend 20-something minutes watching me play Pokemon, and there's more to come, I promise you that. Maybe smash that like button with a Pokeball while you're at it, because, your shiny odds could increase. Either way, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.